Hey, my name is Dimas Prasetyo, and I'm going to talk about interesting part in talk, and that part will be negative expressions. Negative expressions are very common in the short dialogue, and the most common kind of correct response to a negative statement is a positive statement containing a word with an opposite meaning. I repeat, the most common kind of correct response to a negative statement is the positive statement containing a word with an opposite meaning. For example, here, on the recording you hear how they take it to the grandmother house in Maine in only 5 hours, and then the woman would reply, they didn't drive slowly to the trip to Maine. Then the narrator would ask, what does the woman say about the trip? In your textbooks on your computer screen you read A. They travel rather quickly. B. They couldn't have driven more slowly. C. They wanted to travel slowly to Maine. D. They didn't drive to Maine. So, according to the principle before, that the correct response to a negative statement is a positive statement containing a word with an opposite meaning. What would you think would be the answer? Right, the correct answer would be A, because it contains the opposite of slowly, quickly. The woman said that they didn't drive slowly on the trip to Maine, and the answer A contained the word quickly. They drove rather quickly. Therefore, the answer for that question would be A. And for your information, I will give you this table here. So this table contains expression, example, and correct answer of negative expression. The first expression is regular negative, which is not, or, and, like aren't and didn't. The example is Tom is not sad about the results. Now, back again to the principle that the correct response should contain an opposite meaning words. Now, what is the opposite of sad? The opposite of sad is happy. Therefore, the answer should contain the words happy. And then the second expression is other negatives. Nobody, none, nothing, never. Nobody arrived on time. Nobody arrived on time. The negative expression is nobody, and the main word is on time. So you need to search for the opposite word of on time. What is on time? The opposite word of on time. It would be late. So the answer should contain the word late. And then the third and the last is negative prefixes on, in, and this. The example would be the patient was insane. Insane mean not saints. So what is the opposite words of sane? It would be crazy. Therefore, the answer should contain the words crazy. Next, I will talk about double negative expressions. So, it is possible for two negative ideas to appear in one sentence, and if they do appear in one sentence, that means the sentence will turn into a positive sentence. For example, here, in your text, on the recording, you will hear, I can't believe the news that I heard about the concert. The woman would reply, well, it isn't impossible for the concert to take place. What does the woman say about the concert? In your textbook or on the computer screen you read A. There's no possibility that the concert will take place. B. The concert will definitely not take place. C. The concert might take place. D. The concert can't take place. So, according to what I said before, that if there were two negative ideas in one sentence, it will turn into a positive sentence. So what do you think is the answer? Correct. The answer would be C, because it is the only positive sentence available in the choices. Now let's take a look at the choices one more. The first choice, A, there's no possibility. Well, it is already a negative sentence, right? Because you hear no possibility. That means it was impossible, not possible. so it is a negative sentence. B. The next choice, B. The concert will definitely not take place. Will definitely not take place. Again, it is a negative expression, so it will be a negative sentence. And D. The concert can't take place. Can means cannot, and it is a negative expression, so D would be a negative sentence. So the only possible answer is C, because if it isn't impossible for the concert to take place, then it is possible for the concert to take place. Again, I will give you a table containing information about double negatives. The first situation is negative words like not, no, or none, and a negative prefix like in, on, and this. For example, he didn't like the unclean office. He didn't like mean did not like the unclean office means that he liked clean office. And then the next situation is two negative verbs. If it isn't snowing, so they aren't going to the mountains, it implies that they would go if it were snowing. And then the third is neither or not either. Sue didn't like the movie, and neither did Mark. That means both didn't like the movie. And then last, I will talk about almost negative expressions. Certain expressions in English have almost negative meanings. It may sound like it is a positive sentence, but it's not a positive sentence. It is an almost negative. For the example here, on the recording you hear, woman, what were you able to buy the electric bill? And the man will answer, I had barely enough money. What does the mind imply? In your textbooks on your computer screen you read, he had, you read A, he had plenty of money for the bill. B, he did not have enough money for the bill. C, he paid the bill but has no money left. D, he was unable to pay the bill. So what would you think would be the answer? If you choose C, then congratulations, you are correct. In a main statement, the word enough indicates that there was enough. So he paid the bill. However, it was barely enough. It was barely enough. You have the word barely there. So he almost did not have enough and certainly has no money left after paying the bill. Therefore, the correct answer would be C. Again, I will give you the table containing common, almost negative expressions. The first expression is hardly, thoroughly, like scarcely, and only. The meaning is almost known. So if you hear the word hardly, barely, scarcely, or only, that means he was able to do that thing, but he will be left with nothing. Almost none. The example, there is hardly any food in the refrigerator. That means there is food in the refrigerator, but it is almost none. And then the second expression is rarely and seldom. Means almost never. He rarely tries to work. That means he almost never tries to work. So he do tries to work, but like maybe like for like once or two times only, because it says almost never. So I think that's all for me. Again, my name is Dimas Prasetyo, and thank you for your attention and have a good day.